All right, let's move on to sport. And Londoner David Haye has apologised to his fans for his defeat against Vladimir Klitschko in Germany last night. After the fight, fans criticised him for blaming a broken toe for his poor performance. From Hamburg, Rags Martel reports.
David Haye, 5 rounds, bang, bang, bang.
They arrived confident. David Haye fans hoping for boxing glory.
Let's get her ready to rumble!
But after all the hype, the man from Bermondsey failed to deliver. Round after round, Vladimir Klitschko showed his superiority. Haye unable to stop the towering heavyweight champion. The Londoner managed to land some punches, but there were too few. By the final round, he'd been outboxed and outclassed.
Bombs right to the final bell.
So the dream is over for David Haye. He went the distance, but it wasn't enough. He lost on points by unanimous decision. After the fight, Haye blamed his poor performance on a broken toe.
I broke my toe 3 weeks ago. I was unable to push off my right foot and shoot in my right hand like I'd like to, and that's what I feel didn't allow me to open up and do what I normally do. If you look at any of my fights, my power comes from my legs. I explode from my legs, and unfortunately, I couldn't do that. I've got flip-flops on. You can see my toe. It's twice the size of the other one.
Can I just have a look at your toe?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Is that toe there?
Yeah, that one, the right one.
10,000 Haye supporters travelled to Hamburg. Many left disappointed.
It was absolutely awful. And excuses at the end of the fight was absolutely pitiful. With his toe, his hand, joke.
He didn't throw enough jabs. He was going out for the knockout.
And we've spent a month's, 2 months' wages to come and watch a guy not win a round and not go for it and then blame his toe.
A lot of your fans were disappointed.
I know, I was gutted. Yeah, thanks so much for all your support. Everyone was amazing. Really did. When I got hit with those shots, I could hear the crowd backing me, and there was no way I was going down.
But this heavyweight contest wasn't a complete disaster for David Haye. He reportedly earned £15 million from last night's fight. Rags Martel, London Tonight, Hamburg.
Meanwhile, David Haye has promised to make a decision about his future in the next couple of weeks. Last night he was convincingly beaten by Vladimir Klitschko in their heavyweight unification fight. Well, today our correspondent Ollie Foster's been catching up with a man who lost his title in Hamburg.
The morning after the fight before, David Haye was trying to keep his chin up and making light of the broken toe that meant he was below his best last night. He always wanted to retire in October on his 31st birthday, but perhaps former champions think differently.
Yeah, nobody likes to go out on a loss. It hurts really bad, but I've got to try to dust myself off and figure out exactly what I'm going to do next. Whatever decision I make, it has to be quick. It has to be the right one as well.
This was the super fight Haye had waited all his career for. 4 world titles on the line, a giant canopy only just protected the fighters from the rain that threatened to snuff out the pyrotechnics inside Hamburg's main football stadium. From the first round, it was obvious something wasn't quite right in Haye's corner. A pattern emerged, with Haye stumbling around the ring, unable to counter Vladimir Klitschko's stinging left jab. They traded blows deeper into the fight, but Haye became increasingly desperate to land his haymaker. The lucky punch never came. This was such an easy decision for the judges. Haye said he'd take Klitschko's head off, but the only injury on very public display after the fight was Haye's broken toe. The heavyweight division may be quieter without him, but also much poorer.
Haye is convinced that he could beat Klitschko given another chance, except that he's probably not going to get that chance. And he says that in the next few weeks he'll decide whether or not to retire from the sport. Ollie Foster, BBC News, Hamburg.